What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about AMC and GameStop, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a part 2 on why the short interest data for AMC and GameStop is being massively misrepresented on all of the different data sources. We're going to go over exactly why this is happening, how it is happening, and how it is going to affect AMC and GameStop going forward. Now, we're also going to go over some of these key pieces from the DTCC Rule 5 on how their new rulings and the rules that they want to put in are going to make these different things that we are going to talk about no longer applicable in the market, which would cause the squeeze of AMC and GameStop possibly to happen sooner than we expect. We're also going to go over two very important fines that were just dished out that confirm exactly what I have been saying over the past couple of weeks, that it is in these institutions' best interest to come out and blatantly lie about their actual short interest in the given securities that they are shorting. So before we get into all of that information, if you guys would like to earn 2 free stocks with Webull, valued up to $1,850, Webull is the brokerage that you guys see on screen in all of my videos. All you have to do is check out that link down in my description below, sign up for an account, deposit over $100, and you get those 2 free stocks. Now, this is also a great way if you guys would like to help out and support the channel, because when you get 2 free stocks, I also get a stock as well. And if you guys enjoyed the information and analysis that I provide for you guys in these videos, make sure you go down and hit that like button. And if you never want to miss any one of these new videos that I put out, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. So let's get into quickly how the actual short interest of any kind of security stock, anything, could be over 100%. So when we come over here, we can see that we have a broker. So what the broker is going to do is they are going to lend out shares to a fund, institution, or anything like that. What happens next is that if the fund wants to short these shares that they have borrowed, then they will just sell them to a buyer on the open market. Now, since this kind of completes the transaction, since the shares have now changed hands, the transaction is complete. Now, if the person who bought these shares has stock lending turned on, the broker can now lend these shares out again to another institution and they can be shorted again. So the same shares can be counted twice. So this is kind of why you've seen on all of the forums people saying to turn off stock lending, because this is what is going on. The same shares can theoretically be shorted twice because of this transaction cycle. Now, when we come over here, we can see that it seems 005 is both a change of wording in their settlement procedure guide as well as an update in their operational bookkeeping procedure. What they are introducing is an additional reporting field, a status or system notification when tracking a security to track if this security is borrowed, used as collateral, or coupled with an option. This is brilliant. They may not need to involve the SEC at all because they are not regulating anything. They're just adding a level of reporting in the trades they manage. Now, essentially, this is going to be telling us that these same shares cannot be shorted twice. So this would not allow this aggressive cycling through of shares where the same shares can continuously be shorted after a transaction is complete. So we do know that there is a lot of manipulation going on with AMC and GameStop, and there are some super over-leveraged short positions out there right now. So what I've said so far doesn't even account for naked shorting. But when we come over, we've said this a lot, but you guys need to keep in mind that the short interest reporting data and instructions is all self-reported. So when we come over here, it shows us exactly what I've been saying before, that it is in all of these funds' best interest to blatantly lie in their short interest data or to commit any violations. So Turkey's capital markets watchdog imposed fines totaling 26.4 million Turkish liras, or about 3.25 million US dollars, on 10 foreign financial firms for unlawful short selling transactions. That brings an average fine of about $325,000. That is absolutely nothing to these firms. So according to a Capital Markets Board SPK statement, Credit Suisse Securities Europe Limited was fined $960,500. Barclays Capital Securities Limited fined $867,600. And Merrill Lynch Bank of America International was fined $778,300. The other companies who were fined were Wood & Company Financial Services, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Moon Capital Master Fund, and Renaissance Capital Limited, and UBS, we can see here, and HSBC. So SBK stated that the firms did not notify the brokerage house that their transactions were short selling while issuing their orders. Now, when we come over here, it becomes a little bit more interesting. The statement said the board has decided to impose an administrative fine of Turkish liras 1.2 million on this firm over what it said was a failure to receive a declaration from the customer that the capital market instrument sold in short sales transactions carried out on July 1st, 2020 is capable of being deposited. So what this suggests to me is that this is an issue over naked short selling. If these shorts are not capable of being deposited, that means that the shorts don't exist or the shares do not exist. And then when we come over to Market Beat, we can see that they have the percentage of shares shorted on AMC is going to be about 11%, 10.95. But when we come over to Market Watch, we can actually see it's going to be 11.02. Now, why aren't these numbers the same? Now, the reason for this is that the actual reporting data is just different across the board. We do not have a way of actually knowing at the current time what the actual short interest data is going to be on a day-to-day basis. So one of the reasons why these numbers are going to be different is because of the differences in the times that they are reporting for. But an additional difference could be that we just don't know what the actual short interest is because all of these different institutions are able to self-report their data. And even if they commit a violation, as we've seen in these past two articles about Turkey, the fines are so minuscule that it is in the best interest of all of these funds to just blatantly lie or to commit violations because they know it's not going to hurt them. And then piling on top of this, we also have this OTC non-ATS data that we've been looking at for a while, and we honestly have no idea if these are buys, sells, holds, anything. Citadel, a lot of these are going to be trades from Robinhood, Webull, and all of the other brokerages that they work with, but then there's a lot of these other institutions that are trading on the over-the-counter market, and it's very interesting to see that 2 billion shares have been traded. Now, we do see that the shares last updated date for 2 Sigma was March 25th, and I think we are going to get some more data coming up over the next couple of weeks on Citadel and some of these other institutions, which is going to be very interesting to see what the number of these shares changes to. Now, you do have to keep in mind that the reason why we don't know what these positions taking are, so these could be long positions, short positions, closing out, or these could be held by these institutions, is that these are just the total aggregate amount of shares. So this isn't telling us really anything. It's just the volume in a given period. But we do know that there were 3.6 million trades that were executed by Citadel, which is a very extreme amount. So the most important thing coming up for AMC in the near future, in my opinion, is going to be the DTCC 5. So if that is able to get approved by the SEC and we see these rules come into effect, it's going to be very interesting to see how it affects AMC going forward, because I don't think it is going to backdate it and it's going to force the hedge funds to change what they've been doing in the past. But in the future, it is really going to have a substantial effect. There's going to be a tracking system put in place, hopefully, but we really don't know what effect this is going to have at the current time. We just have to wait and see if the SEC is going to approve this, and if they do, it could cause a massive move in the share price of AMC. Now, I'm not going to give a price target for AMC or when this squeeze could happen. As we've seen with Tesla and a couple of these other short squeezes, they take a long time to happen. So I'm thinking a very similar thing could happen with AMC. We do have some good fundamental news coming out about the company as well. The box office for these new movies that are coming out are coming in at some extensive numbers. They're breaking records left and right. We're seeing AMC possibly engaging in some acquisitions. They entered into a purchase agreement with Cinedigm, which could suggest to us that they are getting into the streaming market. And if they are able to get a decent sized market share in this streaming market, we could see AMC become a completely different company. And if that happens, a squeeze is definitely on. So that is going to wrap up this update on AMC and GameStop. If you guys enjoyed enjoyed the information and analysis that I provided for you in this video, make sure you go down and hit that like button. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I post a new video, so you get to stay up to date on all of your favorite stocks, learn about a couple of new ones, and see exactly which options I am trading and which strategies I am using to trade them. And again, if you guys forgot and you still would like to help out and support the channel, make sure you check out that Webull link down below. So I hope you guys are having a great long weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.